We interrupt this program to bring you...
Good morning, guys. This channel was hacked. This is Awhobiwom, for those of you who do not know. So yeah, my channel was hacked, and this was what happened. So I'm just going to start from the very beginning. So on the 18th of July, I had gotten this email about a promotional content. So a sponsorship, a company, sent me an email asking to sponsor a video for me to put an ad about them or talk about them and all of that. Now, normally YouTubers make money from different sources. Now there's a normal ad placement by YouTube when you get monetized, when you become a YouTube partner, and then there are these sponsorship deals that you get. If companies reach out to you, you can make like videos for them and you get paid. So this company reaches out to me on the 18th saying that they were interested, they had gone through my channel and all of that. Now, this was not the first company reaching out to me. I had others that I had meetings with and we were still in talks. So this one came. So it wasn't like a new thing per se, but of course when they came, I like Googled them, I checked what it was about, and they seemed legit. I just responded that I was interested, but they didn't follow up, they didn't respond, and I also forgot about them. As at 21st of July, a different company reaches out to me saying that, oh, they are interested and they wanted some sponsorship with me. So this time around, I looked at it and I was like, okay. I responded and they responded back and they said I could reach them on WhatsApp so we could talk for ease of conversation or communication. So I then take their number, I got to their YouTube, and this was Movavi. I reached out to them on WhatsApp, and I introduced myself, of course, and they're like, oh, okay, so how much do you charge if we place a 30-second video on your channel? Now, I didn't exactly know how much, so I even had to do like research on YouTube and find out, and online and all of that, to find out how much someone who has 10,000 subscribers would collect for a 30 seconds video on their channel. So we were still in talks, and I asked for more details. Did they want like the video to be like, what exactly did they want? What kind of video? What was the content going to be about, and all of that? And then they were like, oh, they are going to send me all the materials, and I could just see for myself and read, and then we would go ahead. Now, this is not abnormal in any way. So they sent me the files from a file share. So like a file share, I went online to this particular file share and I downloaded the files. It was a zip file. They had said to download on my computer because it was a zip file. I needed to extract it, so I couldn't do this on my phone. So I downloaded this, and when I downloaded it, I tried to open it. First of all, when I extracted the files, I noticed that in that folder there were two different files. There was one that was an executable file, which is you can execute it to run as an application or whatever. And then there was a second one that was supposed to be like a video content. Now, first of all, I didn't see any PDFs or any documents stating whatever, because I felt like in this file there should be documents about your company and all of that. But I was like, okay, maybe she was going to send it or something. I didn't pay too much attention to it. I then tried to open the video, but first of all, I noticed the video format was not okay. The format was mp4.scr, which seemed odd for me. I even had to Google what kind of format is this. I couldn't really find anything serious. But at the end of the day, it was like, I don't know. I just overlooked it. I tried to open the video and I got an error, which I sent to, I told her I couldn't open the video. She was like, can she see a screenshot of the error? I sent her a screenshot and she goes, okay, she's going to take a look at it and work on it. So while she was at it, I decided to forward this to my friend who is a cybersecurity specialist to help me look at it. And I think he was busy when I sent it, so he just asked, where did you get it from and all of that. Of course, it was from a file share link. Like I said, the file share is a legit, like it's a file share, anybody can use it. It's like Google Drive and all of that. So he was like, okay. I sent him the error I was having. He was like, maybe the file formatting is not okay. Like at that point, nobody was really suspecting anything, you get. So she got back to me and she was like, oh, they have worked on the files. Can I check this one now. She sent me, all these files were password protected, so she gave me like the password and all of that to open the files. So I downloaded the files again the second time. I tried, and this time around the new error was something different. It was talking about me not having .NET framework installed on my computer. At that point, I have .NET framework installed on my computer. So at that point, I was like, oh, what's going on here? I now carried the error again and I sent to her, and I'm like, I'm still getting this error. Is there no other way that we can send these files without having to go through this process? Is there no other way? And she was like, oh, she'll get back to me. Now, this happened on the 21st. I then remember that, oh, there was this other person that had sent me a message earlier, and I went to do like a follow-up, and then those ones were like, oh yeah, sure. We reached out again on WhatsApp. The same process. They sent me the exact same kind of file. Now, these are two different companies, but they had similar processes. I still did not think there was something going on, to be honest. Downloaded the file, the same thing, and I sent it to them. So at this point, I was like, I beg, you people are not serious. In my head, I was like, you people are not serious. I don't understand how you're sending me files and I'm having to tell you that they are not working and all of that. And I just forgot about it. I didn't even follow up with them anymore. I went about doing my own business. 21st. Now, on the 28th was when the attack happened. By 28th, I was working on my desk and my personal laptop was lying somewhere on my bed. I had checked my phone because I have my emails on my phone as well. I had checked my phone and I had like responded to an email and all of that as at 12:50 something p.m. And I dropped my phone and I did my work. Now, when work was over at 5:30, I had a class by 6 to attend to. So I quickly tried to take a shower and just freshen up to attend that class. Now, normally my Gmail calendar would like buzz me and tell me, oh, you have an appointment coming up in 15 minutes. I didn't get any appointment, so I was like wondering, okay, what's going on? I didn't really wonder, to be honest. I just left it. I was hurrying to make sure I got to my class in time. And normally before my class, my Polish teacher, because I'm learning Polish, my Polish teacher would send me like an email with details of what the class is going to be about that day. And I decided to open my Gmail on my laptop to check this email and all of that. And it was at that point I noticed that I didn't have any access again to my computer. I wasn't able to open my Gmail. I wasn't able to do anything. Guys, I wasn't able to open it. I tried to put all my passwords. It locked me out. They kept on saying incorrect. I said, okay, let me do forgot password and all of that. Maybe I forgot my password, something. On my phones, I have two phones. On my phones, my Gmail was logged out. My YouTube was logged. Like I couldn't access anything. My YouTube and my Gmail were logged out. At that point, I tried to change my password on my computer. And that was when I noticed that the recovery email and the phone number were not familiar. And that was when I knew there was a problem. I tried to call my friends and I was like, this is going on. I called the cybersecurity friend of mine and he was like, oh, what happened? I should explain. I explained and he was like, okay, he's going to be on his way to my house. And I called my other friend. I was like, this is what is happening. And they're like, oh, everybody was trying to help, but there was really nothing we could do from our end at first. I checked and checked. No way, no more access. My YouTube was still looking normal as at that time, as at 6. These things happened like 5:56, between 5:56 and some minutes past 6 p.m. Like there was no way. So I decided to try to find customer service number to call Gmail and YouTube. There is no customer service number to call those people. There is no way. You will go through the help site to... It was just unending. I went to the help site. There was no way I could recover my Gmail because my Gmail is connected to my YouTube. Now I have other Gmails. I have other accounts. So the ones this was my personal account. This was the one affiliated with my YouTube, which is entirely different from other ones. What then happened was I tried to go on Twitter and I reached out because I was desperate. I knew something was up. I tried to go on Twitter. There was no way to message them, so I started to tweet at them. I tweeted at Gmail and I tweeted at YouTube, and I was trying to get some form of help. Time was going. Nothing was still happening. I was not getting any response from them. I was getting anxious. I was getting apprehensive and all of that. I didn't know what to do. Eventually, YouTube responded confirming, like asking me to confirm that my YouTube channel was the one that I linked on my profile on Twitter and what was going on. So I explained myself to them. They didn't get back to me for hours. I kept on looking for solutions, trying to find out what exactly caused this. So when my friend came, I told him what happened, and I told him that the only person or the only thing that I suspect are the files I downloaded. So at that point, we started to run like a diagnostic scan, and then he checked out the files, and that was when we found out that those files were malwares. Now, these files were in my computer, and they had everything. They had stolen all my information. Abroad, we are abroad, there's always internet. If I was not abroad, how many times will I, okay, unnecessary, but yeah, because my computer is always connected to the internet. If it was switched off at some point, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's stick to the story. Anyway, they got access and they took everything from my computer, basically. So at that point, we were just trying to figure out the solution. So I was still trying to get more attention from Twitter, from YouTube, for YouTube and Gmail, but I wasn't getting any. After some time, I got a message from somebody on WhatsApp, and then the person goes, "What are you streaming on your YouTube?" I opened YouTube and I saw that Awhobiwom Abu was streaming crypto, ADA coin, talking about crypto. I was like, oh my God, they have gotten to my YouTube. At that point, all the bells in my head just went off. I decided to make a post on Instagram asking people to just report the video that my account was hacked. I decided to go on Twitter again and start to tweet about it. That was when YouTube now, like I made the Twitter post about being hacked, about them streaming something, and then people started retweeting and all of that. YouTube now came back and got back to me after that. This was a few hours later. I think the streaming started at 9 p.m. So like 3 hours after this whole thing had happened. I then gave my details. They created a link. So YouTube created a link for me to go and check out, like you fill some information and just like report, like it's more like you're giving your statement. So it's like you're giving a statement of what was going on. So you're stating, oh, your account, this one happened. You send like links. They needed links of your videos and the link of the video that was not yours and all of that. So I had to fill that form and submit to YouTube. And then they created a ticket for me. And that night they responded that all this while the video was still streaming, and all my subscribers and people, that everybody just went there and just kept reporting that video. Now that video was reported so many times that it eventually got removed and the channel got suspended. Of course, the reports were a lot of reports, and then I had also filled that form stating everything that had happened, how my account was hacked and all of that. So YouTube took down the video and took down my channel. Before my channel was taken down, they renamed my channel to something else, Cardano Ada. They changed it, so it wasn't my channel again. The community tab, everything was still there. So my videos were no longer there. They were only streaming their video. My community tab, you could still see all my activities that it was showing. It was still my channel. Even in my about, even in the about, they didn't change it. Everything was still there about my details, and then they changed my name, they changed the profile picture and all of that. So at this point, I was like, look at the number of people watching this channel. Like that was really like, I like to try to find silver lining when things are happening bad. Sometimes it's hard, but at that point, my only silver lining was, wow, my channel has this amount of people watching a live stream. That means if I stream live video, y'all will watch. Okay, let me focus. Anyway, I was very pissed. I went through all the emotions that day, like that Wednesday. I went through all the freaking like every single emotion. I felt it. That's how, there was really nothing to do anymore. Channel was taken down. I had no access to Gmail. Gmail had not responded on Twitter. YouTube had responded that they are looking into it, or they've created a ticket and they will get back to me in 2 days. And that was it. No channel, no nothing, no accesses. All my information was just there in the open, because with my Gmail, I have my saved passwords, I have my bank things, everything was just there for them. I had no access. The other Gmail accounts that I had access to, my other emails that I had access to, I had to immediately change the passwords because my passwords were saved on my main Gmail. So I had to immediately change the passwords. See, I didn't know that there was something as PTSD for being hacked. Oh my goodness. My authenticator was still running. The authenticator for my Google, I could still see the numbers changing. So they had bypassed that when they were making their changes to my account. So there was no way I could log on to my account. So I work in IT. So I have an idea about cybersecurity. I've done so many cybersecurity trainings that you would think that I would have sense. But yeah, I was still hacked. So I had two-factor authentication set up. I had a recovery email set up. I had the other authentication that when I need to log on, they would send me a text message to my phone number set up. But none of that was working because the person who had hacked me had changed every detail. That whole day, Wednesday was gone, nothing happened. By Thursday, radio silence. I didn't hear anything from YouTube by Thursday. I still couldn't have access to my Gmail. I still didn't have access to my YouTube as well. I tried to reach out to Gmail again. I didn't get any response. I reached out to YouTube again on Twitter and they said they are working on it. So I had to just chill. But in real sense, I wasn't chilling. I was trying, like my passwords, I was changing my passwords for the other accounts that I had access to. I was changing my passwords like every time. I deleted my I literally logged out. I didn't know what to do anymore. Like at that point, I wanted to throw my laptop away because I felt like that was where the problem came from. Of course, we had quarantined the files and all of that, but I was still so scared. So by Thursday evening, I decided to open my Gmail and I found out that it had been blocked because I had been trying like wrong passwords. Like I kept on putting rubbish so that the account would eventually get locked. So I found out that they had blocked the account completely and they asked to recover the account. So this was the first time I was able to have that recovery, like my Gmail showed that I could recover an account. So finally I clicked on the link and it took me to the recovery place, and in the recovery place you need to put like old passwords, you need to confirm your number because they would send like an OTP to your mobile number and all of that. So that was how I was able to get my access back to my Gmail. Finally got access to Gmail. Of course, I changed that password like a million times. I kept sending myself emails every 20 minutes. Like I was like PTSD. Kept on sending myself emails, checking if I still had access. Like I was just... So yeah, that happened, and that whole Thursday, I finally got access to Gmail. That was the only thing I had access to. Still no access to my YouTube. When you search for my name, you don't find my YouTube channel. When you search for the Cardano, you'll find it, but you'll get the error that this YouTube has been taken down or whatever. When I try to log on, since I now had my Gmail details, when I try to log on, I would get the error that I cannot use this product, as the YouTube product was not available to me and all of that. YouTube finally got back to me that they were still working on it and I should clarify, like I should verify if I had access to my Gmail and all of that. If not, I should try to recover it, that they had also blocked my Gmail because of my complaint and all of that. And yeah, that was the progress that we made that day. That was Friday. By Friday, that was when this happened. That was yesterday. So I was able to, I told them I had done that and all of that. They said, okay, they are still working on it and they will get back to me. Now this morning, this is 6 o'clock. I woke up this morning and I decided to just open my YouTube. And for the first time, I could log on to my YouTube. So I logged on and I saw, thankfully my videos were not deleted. They were only private. So they made my videos private. So I now have access to that. So guys, do you know the funniest thing? On Wednesday when that thing was happening, when the video was streaming, I sent those guys a message on WhatsApp. I just sent hello. They didn't respond. Do you know by Thursday when I had laid the complaint and YouTube had blocked everything, they came and responded and they sent me another link. They had the guts to send me another link. At that point, I just told them I was not interested. I blocked and reported the account on WhatsApp. And that was it. For when I got my Gmail, that was when I saw all the changes that were made. Guys, do you believe like what they did was the changes were made from my computer, the same computer that was on my bed, closed on my bed. So basically whatever I installed cloned my computer, and someone had remote access to my computer without me being there. So they logged on, changed my password, they changed my recovery account, they changed my recovery phone number, and they changed the authentication method from the Google authentication to some saved codes. So I had no access. And then immediately they did all these changes. Like I looked at the time frame for the changes, and then finally they changed. They logged on from a different computer. So you could see the new computer that they logged on from, and they had access to everything. Like, so guys, at the end of the day, this morning, as I woke up and I saw that I could access my YouTube channel, I decided to film and tell you guys that you guys are the real deal. Thank you so much for reporting that account. Thank you so much for checking up on me. Thank you so much for the support. Everything, guys. This is our channel. Like, it took this thing for me to understand that this is our channel. Before I knew it was our channel, but this particular thing solidified that knowledge of knowing that this channel is not just me. Because there were random people that were sending me messages. I didn't even know about the hack. I don't think they follow me on Instagram, or they were not online when everything was happening. They sent me messages and like, I'm looking for a video about something you said. I don't see the video. Did you take it down? I'm like, would you look at that? So yeah, guys, yeah. This is everything. I just came here to explain how I was hacked and how I got my channel back. And I had to do a lot of research, and I found out that so many YouTubers are getting hacked recently. I didn't know. I didn't even know that they used to hack you. Like, it didn't come to my mind. But yeah, YouTubers have been getting hacked a lot, and it's exactly the same process of either two ways. Either they are hacking you because of a sponsorship deal, or they are hacking you because you had saved your password somewhere and there was a data breach, and people got access to your Gmail. So those are the two main ways social engineering is winning or taking over when it comes to the YouTube hacking thing. Even YouTube, the official YouTube channel was hacked like a month ago. So at this point, if my sense of security was on 20%, I am upping it to like 200% so that this doesn't happen again. And after everything happened, that was when I sat back and looked back at everything, and I understood everything that happened. First of all, these two companies sent me the exact same email. Like, how did I not notice that they were exactly the same email? Just that in the email, this one changed their company name to Movavi, this one changed their company name to Pinnacle Studios, and then at the bottom, the WhatsApp numbers were different. One was from America, one was from the UK, and then their names were different. But the body of the emails were exactly copy and paste. And then when you go and click on the email address, you would see that the email address looks fake. Because first of all, if you really work with Movavi, it should be like, for example, it should be johndoe@movavi.com. But this was jessicamanager@movavi.online. Like, it looked so fake. But at first I wasn't paying too much attention. So this is me also saying to be very careful, check everything, make sure you have two-factor authentication. Although in my case that didn't mean anything, but make sure you're not, just be safe out there. Let your cybersecurity alertness move from whatever level it is on to ×5 of the level that is on. So that brings me to the end of this video. It's a Saturday. I'm going now to start my day, and of course, you know, our Saturday weekly vlogs, they have to continue. So I'm happy now. I feel like I need a vacation. If this is your first time, do not forget to subscribe. You're welcome here, and guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.